What's going on, guys? Shadow Raj here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And today we've got the Psychic Spectacular Rocket Takeover, and we tried yesterday. I tried really hard. I grinded. I even bought radars. That way I could try and get all of the shadows that we needed for the last cycle, but we came up just a bit short. We did finish the Arlo. As you can see right here, we got a Chikorita. We also got another Totodile, but we didn't get our third Totodile, which is unfortunate. But we did get another shiny shadow Ralt, so that's pretty good. We'll definitely take it. But with that being said, let's get into it. So we can take a look here, and for the Psychic Spectacular Premium Timed Research, page 1, we need to explore 1 km, catch 15 Pokemon. We've already started that, and defeat 3 Team Go Rocket members. We've already started that as well. So we'll purify, and that'll be page 1. And then we also got to get this collection going. So we still need a Swablu, we still need a Quillfish, and then we still need a Dino. So, and hopefully we can continue the luck with these shiny shadows. If we take a look here, we do have quite a few leaders. We have 7 in the area, so I may buy some radars just to get through these, because I also want to go see Antioch Park and see how many leaders they got. Try to get as many in as we can today. It is 6 o'clock, and you know, I'm on a time schedule, so we may do that, may battle some more. You know, if the grunts have potential to have a shiny, then I'll definitely battle those, but let's go see what one of these leaders will give us. While we are on our way to our first leader of the day, I did get this from a research. We got a shiny Galarian Ponyta. Not the most exciting thing, but still a shiny for the day. And you know what we always say, we will definitely take any shiny we can get. It has been caught, and it is a Shundo. Just kidding, it is definitely not, but it's not too bad. We've got our first leader, and it is Sierra. Let's see if we can start this off right. And I don't know if you can hear that pup, but he doesn't sound too happy. He's just walking around making a whole bunch of noise, and there he goes again. But can we kick this one off right? Nope, we did not. And a 56. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that is definitely not a hundo. We've got the 56 Feebas caught, and it is, well, pretty freaking decent. A lot better than I thought it was gonna be. And Cliff has been brought down. Now we need to get 3 of him, so he's the one we're probably gonna have to work hardest for. And will he give us one on the first go? He did not, but we were all of a sudden in a beach biome, so that's pretty fun. And I think that said 344, but didn't look that one up either. Didn't look up any of these, been kind of busy with work. You know how it goes, but we did get this one caught, and maybe it'll be a decent one, kind of like that Feebas was. And is it? Definitely not. Pretty terrible. But let's see, we should have another leader here nearby. So keep moving forward, and we got 2 more right there, and got kind of a big loop we got to do. And that was pretty convenient. We got 1 of each leader right in a row, so that's gonna complete that research that we need. That way we can start looking for Giovanni. But we didn't get anything from Sierra or Cliff. But Arlo, will you change that? He did not, and it is a 187. We've got this 187 Wobbuffet caught, and I don't know if you can hear or if you can see behind me, but we've got some pretty ominous clouds back there. Hopefully we can get some leaders done. If we have to ride in the Jeep, that's what we'll do. But let's take a look at this, and it is pretty terrible. So far, none of them wanted to start us off right. We're gonna go back to back with Arlo, and after this, we really should claim that page. That way we can start looking for Giovanni. But let's see some pink right here, or not. But, you know, we've got 1 female, 1 male, so that's nice. At least there won't be, well, hopefully there won't be, you know, just a bunch of one or the other. And if we go for both shinies, hopefully we get those pretty easily. We've got this male caught, and let's see if it's any better than the female. Nope, not really. And while we're here, we will go ahead and we will go ahead and claim all this XP, or not. Let's back out real quick. There we go. And then we can get our Super Rocket Radar. Now that we've got our Super Rocket Radar, we can see if we can get a good Shadow Tornadus. And as we're finishing this Sierra battle, that Thunder is getting really excited. So I'm gonna start making my way back to the Jeep, and you can see off in the distance, it's looking pretty gloomy, but we'll be at our Jeep pretty soon, so no worries. And we can go do the other ones, but let's see, Sierra. And there's that Thunder again. But are you gonna give us a shiny? That'd be really great. You are not. And a 51. We've got the 51 caught, and it is, meh, we've seen better. So I don't know how I completely spaced this, but somehow I did. Indeedee is now making its debut in Pokemon Go, and it can be shiny, so that's pretty awesome. And then this third one that we need, that's a Smoochum. So we really have our work cut out for us. We got a lot to go for. Should keep us busy. We just got to the Jeep and we've got a Braviary right here. We don't have this form shiny, so maybe we can get it right here possibly. That'd be really convenient, and we did not. 1578. I can't remember. I don't really know much of this for the hundos. That's something I'm gonna have to look up. But so if you just bear with me on this one, or you can roast me in the comments, you know, that'd be fun too. But let's go ahead and catch this guy real quick and see if it's any good. We've got it caught. It is not a shiny, but is it a hundo? Nope. So on to some more leaders. So I know I said we were gonna go do some leaders. It was not my intent to misguide you, but we had a wide ear raid that somebody was in, so we decided to help them with it, and maybe we'll get Gandalf the green reindeer. And let's see, you know, could be Rudolph's brother, and it is definitely not. And at 1882, and out of habit, I guess I'm just gonna keep reading off these numbers, but let's check this bad boy out, and I am good with not ever seeing that again. We've got another Clifford beat, and look at that face. It's the kind of face that looks like it wants to give us a shiny Shadow Larvitar for our troubles. But let's see if he holds up his side of the bargain, and after we collect all this stuff, that is. So now it's time to check, and it's a huge one, so that's kind of fun. And a 348. Not like I know what that means, but you know, it's fun to read out. And we got that one with a quick catch, so that's pretty exciting. And it is just terrible. We just defeated Arlo, and he lived up to the psychic part of this event. He had the Wobbuffet, obviously, but then he had the Slowbro and an Alakazam. And did he give us a shiny? He did not. So 173. But you know, we will go ahead and go and keep grinding, and hopefully we can get something today. I got one of those feelings, you know, you ever get that feeling where you're like, I know I'm gonna get something. It's kind of how I'm feeling today. I feel like we're gonna get something. This is going to be our last leader in the Sarco Park area, and it is a Clifford. So we're gonna move to Antioch Park, and hopefully we've got a good amount over there. Sometimes I've seen one, sometimes I've seen like 10, so we will see. But did we get something here? We did not. 362. We've got the 362 Larvitar caught, and it is pretty decent. We'll definitely take something like that, especially if they were all just 15s. We would definitely take that. Now, before we move on, we've got this page 1 of the timed research, and let's see what we get. The first one is an Abra that is not shiny. Got it caught. Real quick check. Nah, nothing good. Up next, we will get ourselves a Ralts that is also not a shiny. We've got this Ralts caught, and it is... nah, it's okay. But the next one's gonna be something really good, and it is going to be a Solosis that is not shiny. We'll just go ahead and keep the train rolling and checking these stats, and they are not getting any better. But that's alright, because we've got this guy, which is a Slowpoke that is not shiny. And I think this is this 535 for the hundo? I can't remember for sure. 535 does sound right, but maybe I'm thinking of Pikachu. Let me know down in the comments what it is. And it is probably a 535. That's pretty good. 15, 14, 13. We'll definitely take it. And to finish up this first page, we are going to get ourselves a premium battle pass and an encounter with an Oranguru that is not shiny in a 1033. We've got the Oranguru caught, and the Oranguru is an also pretty decent one. Not the best, but you know, can't complain too bad. We had a lot worse. So for page 2, we need to explore 1 KM, catch 15 Pokemon, defeat 3 Team Go Rocket members, and purify 3 Shadow Pokemon. So it's the same ones again. We are back. We are at Antioch Park, and as I was saying, we would get something good. I think this is good. We got ourselves a shiny Shadow Bulbasaur from a grunt. Yep, that is pretty freaking awesome in my book. Let's hope that it's got good stats. That'd be really cool. We've got that Bulbasaur caught, and time to check it. Yeah, not that great, but you know, we'll take it. It's still pretty cool to get. I'm super excited about that. It's not one of the shinies we were after, but you know, we still needed it. We've got a break in the rain, so we might as well walk that 1K that we need to get that research complete, and we've got the Sierra done. So let's see, come on, bring us that shiny. Nope, can't get that lucky. Go back-to-back shinies, but no, not back-to-back Sierras, but and not technically, I guess, back-to-back grunts either, but you know what I'm saying. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's something, I guess. We've got the other leader beat here, and it is an Arlo. And there was a couple squirrels fighting in a tree, and I looked up to see what was going on, and I watched them both fall. Luckily, they caught themselves on some branches, but that was just something really interesting and really unexpected. But is this unexpected? It is not. That is exactly what we expect. 179 though, might be something. We've got the Wobbuffet caught, and 179 is definitely not something, but all good. So like I said, all we have to do is finish walking 1K and then we can complete this, and that'll probably be it for the day. I forgot we also had some friendship eggs we needed to get rid of, but let's see what we get in here. The first one is a Farfetch that is not shiny. How about number 2? Another Farfetched. And egg number 3 is a shiny Farfetch, so pretty good shinies today. And number 4, another shiny, but no, it's a Darumaka. And number 5 is a Quillfish. And the last one, but not least, is a, I just spaced that. That is definitely a Corsola. But let's go ahead and take a look at these and see what the stats look like. And yeah, it's a decent shiny, but no hundos in there, so that's pretty fun. I can't believe I spaced that Corsola. And let's go ahead and take a look and see how many grunts we beat in the 7 months we've been playing this account. We have beat 6,301. Let me know down in the comments how many you've beaten. We just defeated a decoy, which means we do have a shot at a shiny Bellsprout. And let's see, it is definitely not a 212. And let's go ahead and check this 212. Yeah, it's something. We have that 1K complete, so let's go ahead and check and see what we get from this round. It is going to be a Drowsy that is not shiny. All right, encounter number 2 is a Hatney, can't be shiny. Encounter number 3, what will you be? A Gothita. We have plenty of those, so nothing super exciting. How about number 4 is a Galarian Slowpoke, which is also not a shiny, so no shinies yet from this. We still have one more check, but it's not looking too good. But we did have a good amount of shinies already today, so I'm not too upset. And for our final rewards, we will get 1 premium battle pass, and then we will also get another Super Rocket Radar and an encounter with a Widreer, and it is not shiny. That is unfortunate. And 1155, not sure about it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to drop a comment down below. That also would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more of this content, you can check it out right here. Don't forget you can subscribe on the other side. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.